Welcome to the Ballet Basics for Adults. I'm Alessia. Today it's all about bending and stretching. So let's move into the plie. Are you ready? Let's do it. The very first exercise a ballerina does at the bar, the plie. Plie. Can you hear that name? Can you hear the Frenchiness? So yes, it does come from French. Every single word and every single step that we do in ballet comes from French. Do you remember I mentioned Louis XIV yesterday and the heels that he wanted to show? Yes, he was the king of France and he's the one that actually put every single rule of ballet together. So all the steps actually stayed in French. Voila! It's all clean now, all right? So let's start with the plie. Plie is as simple as bending your knees, all right? Let's start with the very first. Plie is in first position. So I'm not gonna complicate too many things because I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I want you to have fun. What you need to do with a plie, think about it as a squat, but the difference with the squat, they're very, very different. I'll show you. If I do this, does it look right to you? Have you ever seen a ballerina doing this? I don't think so, yeah? Although, if you think about squat, this is what happens. But whenever we are in our positions and you think about having a tutu, every time we go down, we go a plie, bending of the knees, no lifting of the heels, yeah, demi-plie, because it's halfway. We keep our heels together, squeezing the butt, using the inside thighs and making this gorgeous, yeah, diamond shape, all right? And when we come back up, we go whee, squeezing everything back in, like we've learned yesterday, the squeezing of abdominals and everything and the shoulders staying down. So many things to think about in a very simple plie. So plie is just bending of the knees. So you bend and you stretch. Demi-plie and stretch. And when we get a little bit more advanced, we're gonna get into a grand plie or full plie, yeah? We go down, don't try it right now, or in case hold on to something. We go all the way, and the only reason why your heels get lifted is because our Achilles tendons are not that long. And then we come back to a demi-plie, and then we stretch back up. All right, so very simple. The only difference in a second position, whenever we go into a full plie, which is quite tricky because we say the heels come up. No, they don't. They never do. Second position, like in a normal squat, we never ever lift our heels up. But I'm sure you've done this before, either at the gym or even in a yoga class. Yes? All right? It's called a goddess squat. Yeah, same principle. The tailbone goes down all the way towards the floor and the knees are pushed. Only difference, we don't get into the goddess squat all the way with the bum out. Yeah, it still stays sustained. And you should feel these muscles right here working. And then we come back up and it's all done. All right, shall we give it a try with an exercise that I've got for you? Let's do this. Coming with the exercise. Remember to download the guide and calendar to keep track of your progress and path. It's down in the description box below. You just need to click on the link and download it. Plus remember, if this is the very first time that you get around here, the playlist is going to be linked up there. So you can start from scratch from the very first exercise that we did. Let's do it. Let me explain the exercise first, so you have always an idea of how the exercise is actually going to be running with the music. This is how a ballet class starts. The teacher explains the exercise and you pick it up and dance it, yeah? That's how it works. But I will be here, we'll be doing it together, so no overwhelm at all. Fun times, all right? Let's start in front of the bar. This should be, every time you are in front of the bar or side of the bar that we'll see later, there is a moment where you don't want to be too close and you don't want to be too far. So halfway, remember, the very bras and then the first position. Can you see that my first position is right in line with the bar or with the chair that you have decided, and somehow it works perfectly, first position, to go placing your hands right in front of it. Magic! Because this is what we've been training for, all right? So let's try it again. Don't think about the feet yet. So remember, every time that you need to test how far you need to go from the bar, you go bras, first position,
and caressing the arms, and only the tip of the fingers should be on the bar, because otherwise we look like chickens. We don't want chickens, all right? Perfect. So your elbows are also nicely relaxed, and we're not about to grab and lift something crazy. Okay, so from here, first position, you know everything that you need to know now in a plie. We're gonna take 3 pliés. Plie and squeezing up, and plie. It's slower than this, but it's just because I know that you're gonna be doing it with me, and I don't wanna waste any of your time to just say, Les, I know exactly that. So 3 times. To transition, we're gonna take 1 tendu. I'll explain tomorrow what a tendu is, but I want you to get acquainted. From here, the right leg brushes onto the floor, and you place it magically into a second position. Same thing, we take 3 pliés. In between the first and the second, there is a little bit of music just to reset, yeah? I want you to lift and put it down. Why? Because I want you to test that you're not leaning on the bar or leaning away and being too far away, yeah? Just to say to your partner, that in this case is the bar, to say, I still got you. I'm not gonna grab you like this, yeah? Nicely and relaxed. Take 3 pliés, turn you back here, we come back to first. Only that. Shall we do that? And remember, a little squeaky noise to just check on the bar, check the wrist, check everything. Let's do it. 2, hands on the bar. Good. Plie. And squeeze. Keep on smiling. Squeeze. Good. Third one. And lift. Point that foot to the side. Place. Squeak. Gorgeous. Plie. And stretch. Nice. Lifting up while going down. Good. Nice. One more. Very good. Pointing the foot, right foot. Squeak. Good. Again. And think of the breathing. Getting lighter. Down. And up. Squeeze. Point to the other foot. Place it down. Squeak. Very good. Plie. And squeeze those inside thighs. Nice. And squeeze. And plie. And squeeze. Point. In. And hands down.
I want to know how it all went. Are your muscles really squeezed and you can feel those glutes really engaged? Very well, that's exactly what we're looking for. Ready for the next step? Let's move into the tendu. Do you know what it means? If not, let's do it.